Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for yet another episode of DADA Talk. And today we are in a different location. We had an event here at Ewaso Girls Secondary School in Kajiado West, and I have been joined by Mercy Wanjiru, who is the head of Basic Education Kajiado County, Alternative Education. Okay, I think she'll introduce herself and tell you all what it's all about. But the whole essence of her office is to give chance to people who were not able to complete education for one reason or another. Mercy, thank you so much for making time for us and joining us today and making time for this interview. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Mercy Wanjiru Njiriri. I'm working for the Ministry of Education. I'm in the State Department of Early Learning, but our directorate is mandated to give alternative basic education to out-of-school youths, those who have dropped out of school courtesy of teenage pregnancy, those women who in one way or another missed out the chance to get education, among others in the society.
Okay, such beautiful work. Thank you, Mercy, for your work. Now, as we begin, please define for us what is basic education, what is considered by, by law in Kenya as basic education, and what is higher education. Just
Yeah.
define the two for me.
Sure. So when we are talking about basic education, we are now trying to say, we're trying to say or show people that at least now you've acquired those basics like numeracy and literacy skills. This is to mean that you can now independently work on your own, other than depending on one to work for you. Then when we talk to of the tertiary education, that is now where you are now you've advanced your career. That probably you want to be a teacher, you want to be a doctor, and so many careers in life.
Okay, Sawa. And your office was, of course, established for a reason,
Yes.
especially in the context of Kajiado County. What do you think are some of the issues that lead to, people, especially women in this county, not finishing school?
That is so key. That is so key. This is because looking at Kajiado County, it's more dominated by pastoralists who are the Maasais. Looking at the history, the Maasai didn't value that the importance of education. So through the same, looking at the preference for boys, that now made the girl child to get to be hindered the chance to get education. So you find that this girl will be born in a few years. She will be taken through FGM, through which she'll be married off as a young mother, as a teenage girl, early child marriage. Which now through that, now with her education is completely out of her way. Now through that, they'll come up as illiterate mothers in the society.
And in those instances,
Yes.
do they even reach class 4, or what level of education averagely?
I think that also depends with the parent herself. Because now if the parent at least got that basic education, she or he will definitely now see the importance of the child getting the education.
Right.
But with regard now to the parent who is not learned, definitely he was not also valued the education of the child.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And so, what about those girls who reach secondary level? The challenges that they face, of course, are very, very different from
Sure.
those who were married off early or
Sure.
didn't even go to school. What are
Yes.
some of those reasons?
Excuse me.
What are the reasons why these girls in secondary who manage to reach secondary drop out of school?
Oh yes, you see what happens. Others are now just been given that chance to at least pursue their education, but along the way, and I think FGM has really affected the education. And I'm also in Kajiado because during the when they're now in secondary section, that is now when they'll be taken through FGM. And after that, now even the society will tell now that you are a grown-up woman. Now you are capable of getting child. You are capable of becoming a wife.
And not even the society, because the head teacher here has told us that once they undergo FGM,
Yes,
they feel
they're already there, which is not the case. And now through that, they see them now. They are fit to go and start a family. And through that, no, they're dropping out of school, having not successfully completed their secondary education. So if they also join that lineage of poverty, You know, this person cannot even secure herself a job.
Yeah.
And now she has become a mother. And remember, she's becoming a mother, and she has not even reached that age to be called a mother.
Okay.
Yes.
And of course, these problems happened before COVID-19 happened.
Yes.
So what? Just give me a picture of where your office, where the strain came in, specifically because of COVID-19.
I think that has been a great challenge across board, because when COVID came, these girls went back to home.
Yeah.
Remember, the parents had not been now used to staying with these girls at home.
Right.
Then you could see now probably the mother or the parent or the guardian, in one way or another, has lost the job. Then this girl is there. She wants the menstrual products.
Right.
She wants like to brace the hair. She wants to be like any other girl in the society.
Yeah.
But now here comes the parent who have lost the job, who now cannot be able to give out what the girl want. So through the same, then the men, let me say them in quotes, they now came and teach these girls that now COVID has come, that's the end of education. COVID is here, and there's no way you'll get back to school. So the only option left for you, and especially the girls, is only to get married. And remember, they have been cheated, not really gain for the marriage.
Yeah.
So they go, and out of those things, they'll say they've been engaged and become pregnant.
Okay. And what are some of the statistics that we could work with in these dropout numbers? What are some of the
I'm
statistics?
telling you, looking at Kajiado County, the statistics for teenage pregnancy. In fact, Kajiado West is leading.
Kajiado West,
Yes.
where we are now.
Where we are now. It's leading in terms of the teenage pregnancy, which I've now seen so many girls dropping out of school. So we had now, I'm a member of a Kajiado sector working group, where now we are coming together as partners to come and gather all the data along within our county, and to see now how best we'll see how we can assist these girls,
Right.
and talk to the parents at least to take care of these young ones.
Because even the principal here at
Yes.
Ewaso was telling us,
Yes.
now the first priority is
Yes.
not even to get the girls to pass, is
Sure.
how can we
To
make
maintain
sure
them
they
in school.
come to school.
Yes.
Right.
So that's why now we want to see how best we can do that, and we are happy because our professor, our minister for education, have now given that chance that now this girl can still go back to school, regardless if she given birth or she's breastfed, they're to be accommodated in school. And I believe, to me, that's the way to go, because things just happened.
Yeah.
Na tunasema maji kimwagika yazoleki.
Right.
But most of these girls, looking at them, they're so bright. So losing them, the courtesy of the teenage pregnancy, I believe in future hatutakuwa na watoto wasichana wala
Yeah,
wamesoma.
yeah, okay. And now back to the core business of your office.
Yes.
If someone is watching or knows somebody who dropped out of school
Yes,
and
yes.
now requires the services that your office provides,
Yes.
how can one go about that, even if they're not in Kajiado?
Okay. I think that's a good one, because now so many people lacked education, like you said. So many girls dropped out of school, even then when they were not given that chance to go back to school after getting the babies. So through our office, through our Ministry of Education, Adult Education now is giving all that room for them now to come, sit their national exams, both KCP and KCSE, through which at least now they'll become people who can make their own decision, people who can at least reliably work on their own, and they become responsible member of the society.
Yes.
And I know they can now reach out to our office, because now when we are enrolling them, we do first do a need assessment to know which level one had dropped from.
Right, right.
There are those who dropped in primary level, others in secondary level,
Right.
others who had not really attended the school. And I believe working together with partners like DADA Digital,
Yes.
I believe one day we are just coming there,
Yes, yes.
because this county illiteracy have really seen this county lag behind in terms of economic development.
Right.
And that is just courtesy because one now can't produce any academic certificate. And I thank God, the government, that at least now they're given that chance that one can alternatively get these papers
Yes.
through adult education.
So how do they reach the office? Like, is there a number? Or is there a website? How do they?
At the moment, I think that we don't have have a website, but at the Facebook, we have Directorate of Adult and Continuing Education.
Okay.
In fact, once you follow there, you can also reach out. Then we have officers across all sub counties in this county.
Right.
So I think now that probably I'm the one present today for this function. I don't know if I can share my number.
It's okay.
So that
It's
people
fine. It's fine.
who didn't know how to get best education,
Right.
they cannot reach me. If they're in Talk, I'll refer them to the officer there. If it is Kajiado West, if it is Kajiado Central, and the other many institutes. Yes.
Okay, just share. Go ahead and share.
Yeah, so my cell phone number is 0716 237 476. 0716 237 476. And one thing probably I may add is that now looking at what probably, because I've traveled through the county,
Right.
and I've seen low literacy levels, they make you not to access to this economic empowerment. You can you can't work on your own. And now that through that, poverty has again gone so high.
Like the story you were telling me, it's
Yes.
very ridiculous
Yes,
that
yes.
women, you met a woman who submitted her
Yes.
M-Pesa pin because
Yes.
she didn't know
How to read and write. Yeah, she liked the skill, the basic and numeracy skills.
Right.
You can imagine.
Yeah.
So you see through that, poverty will circulate and circulate and circulate. And that's why we are also now condemning the FGM. FGM has no benefit, has no beneficial, like, I don't know how to put it, that it has no benefit of a woman.
Yes.
And instead, looking at the importance of education versus the effects of FGM, I wish they could now leave those behind, those funny cultural behaviors that now will see them lack education, and move on to education, and definitely they will move as a team. We'll move as one.
All right, there you have it, and that's Mercy, who we are going to be having a lot of chats in the future on, matters education, and make sure you check out. Please repeat the social media handle for the adult school,
Okay.
so that it sinks in.
Yeah, it is Directorate of Adult and Continuing Education.
Yeah, and
Directorate,
yes, right, and we are at DADA Digital News across all social media. Be sure to join us for this and more conversations.
Sure.
Check out our website at dadadigital.co.ke. I'm your host. My name is Sheila. Till next time, catch you then.